Okay, so hopefully we are back for good now.
Yeah, so if you're not aware, there's a bit of a dilemma with the match times between Arc and HD, but we're good for now, and I think we're ready to play the video game. So here we are, MKU Division 1 playoffs, Arc Sky versus HD.
This
Their
is
season is,
semi-finals, right?
yes.
Okay.
No, this is the
No?
quarterfinals,
That's just quarters?
technically.
Okay.
Yeah. So the winner of this match will go on to play the reigning champions, Divine Phoenix, in the semifinals of D1, and the loser, well, their season's over. So both of these teams bring out basically, I'd say, their top lineups. And if you want to take a further look at that, feel free.
Yeah,
Squidz.
I'll briefly go over the Arc lineup because as we can see here, we have Ace T-Man, we have Brandon, Corazon, Monfy, Ricky, and Teeples. And just honestly, whenever I do think of Arcadia 1, I think of people like Brandon, Corazon, Teeples, mainly those three. And so excuse me, seeing all three of them in this lineup honestly does not surprise me whatsoever. Because this is a big boy match, so to say. The winner goes against, as you said, Divine Phoenix. Um, but obviously they have to go against HD first. And so if you'd like to cover the HD lineups.
Yeah, so the HC lineup changed a bit from when we first had the stream, and right now it's composed of Bryce, Cinda, Jobo, Nick, Rookie, and Zebe. And Jobo making a surprise appearance as he played, I think, like the first four matches or so, but just then didn't play any of the rest. So coming out of the blue for the big match of the season. And one thing that I noticed is that both of these teams got a pretty big addition over the offseason. HC getting Cinda again, who they had, I think, at the beginning of 8D's release. And then Ace T-Man, the big acquisition for Arc. So both of these
dude,
teams getting a bit of a boost from last
dude,
season.
straight up, not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I signed a max contract, so I'm also a pretty valuable addition. But
Right.
besides that, looking for a pretty good match. You got
Yeah,
any
I'm hoping this will
predictions
be
going on?
quite close. And as you can see, so I haven't actually got the stream audio on just yet, but the room isn't up. I think the room's going up in 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I
about
think it's
around
going
that
up around
time.
30. Um, but yeah, so who do you think is going to take this?
Well, I'm actually gonna refrain because I think I might just be a little bit biased. But
I mean, fair enough.
I'm
I can't blame you for that.
one thing that I am kind of curious to see is if Jogo is gonna come up big since he hasn't really played much, if at all, in
Mm,
these past few weeks. So
yeah.
I mean, Rust isn't that big on 8D. Like after two races, it's kind of eh. But obviously, each race in this war means so much, as a bad race could spell the end of your season.
Yeah. I personally think HD is going to take it, but only by a very small margin.
You got any numbers slash MVP predictions?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say either Zebe or Cinder's gonna MVP.
Mm.
Numbers, oh, don't even get me started. That could honestly be anything. But like, what matters the most is I think we're gonna be in for a good match. Very good,
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be a good match
exciting
for both
match. Yeah.
teams. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Royal here, the MVP, whoever's the most fun in this karting adventure.
So what um did Ark and HD finish on in the
I
season?
think I think HG had a 10-1-5 record. Their one tie being into DVP. I
Okay.
think, and Arc was either 9-7 or 10-6, and I don't know that off the top of my head. But both these teams both had more than 9 wins. HD finished
Yeah.
second in their conference, which was pretty tight up until the end, and then Arc being the first wild card team. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, as you just said, apparently HD tied with DVP. Did you say?
yeah, they
So
did.
so even if HD do take the win against Ark, we're going to be in for another pretty close match. Hopefully, so
Yeah, for
that's going to be
sure.
a rematch. HD versus DVP. I mean,
And if you run,
no, I was going to say maybe we could get another tie. I mean, unlikely, but it could happen. I don't want to let you
yeah,
know.
imagine a tie in playoffs. That'd be pretty hype. But
if
if you're wondering about the other division one match is going on. So in 30 minutes, there's going to be BZ versus World Friend. We're not going to cast that match, but I'm sure someone's going to be streaming that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeeves is at like some sort of like meetup, so they can't play this week, but they'll play sometime between this week and the week and finals, which will be going on next week. And winner of this match, Arc versus HG, is gonna go on to play DVP as we mentioned before, and then the winner of that match is gonna go to the finals. So obviously winner take all here. Next match is also winner take all.
Yep.
If you don't know how playoffs work, basically the winner of each conference, as there's 2 conferences in each division, the winner of those get a bye to the semifinal. But the quarterfinals and the semifinals are both the best out of 1. So the winner just moves on. If you lose, season's over. But if you aren't in Division 1, then if you lose the semifinals, you play a relegation or a promotion match actually to the team that finished 5th place in their respective conference in the division above yours.
Yeah.
But for D1 only, the losers of the semifinals play a 3rd place match when the finals take place.
Makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, so I see some questions about what's going on. If there's a tie, then it's a tiebreaker GP.
Yeah.
Which is just 4 races.
I would have been very, very surprised if it was just like 1 race. So yeah. A tiebreaker GP rather than just 1 race makes a lot more sense.
And if they tie in the tiebreaker GP, then it's just sudden death races until one team wins a race.
Pretty sure that has never happened before.
Yeah, I think there's only been like 1 or 2 overtimes that's happened so far in every single tournament in 8D. I think BO played one at one point, but I'm not sure what happens after that. Yeah, right now, team's kind of chilling in the room. I think there's 11 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Yeah, there's 11 in the room. I think it's Chibi who's the last one.
Didn't Chibi get booted out of lineup? I don't want to say booted, but...
Oh, wait, yeah, wait. Oh, yeah, never mind. I saw him saying joining in the chat. I'm not sure who's missing then. But I think all of Arc is in the room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay,
11.
so as I said very briefly, like, what, 25 minutes ago? Oh, what is this, me?
Yeah.
But as I said very briefly 25 minutes ago, obviously Cinder, since Cinder's playing, he cannot be hosting the stream, and so I will be doing both the hosting and the casting today with Mikkel, obviously. And obviously I'm new to this, and so please do let me know if the audio levels are a little bit off. I have tried my best to make them as equal as possible. However, I haven't had like a proper test with the Zebe's stream audio in comparison to our commentary, but I think it should be fine.
Yeah. So if you're wondering about a little recap of how the individual point rankings went for a D1, Cinda MVP'd with a pretty big margin. I think he had a 105 average, and he also led the league in win shares. So obviously meant a very big part to this HG lineup.
Yeah.
I think Monfy and Brandon were also pretty high up on the indiv chart for Arc. So definitely some big point getters. And I think the key for both teams here, I think the key for Arc is going to be holding back Cinda, since he's like their main runner, and once he's in first, it's kind of hard to get him out unless he gets blued or shocked, obviously. And I think for HD, it's going to be trying to take out their pack players and keeping them in the back, because obviously there's a lot of shock play that goes around with Arc, but Kudge isn't in the lineup, so it might be a little bit different. But they don't really have like one designated runner that I'd say like HD does. So
yeah. No, I'm just thinking.
So, yeah.
I feel like out of everyone in Arc, wait, I don't want to say for certain, but like I know Ace T-Man, usually he likes to be at the front more often than not, but also at the same time, obviously he plays a Shiiguy, so it's very, very hard to keep a lead as Shiiguy because, well, it's kind of self-explanatory, really. You're a lightweight, and your speed is just basically, well, not where it needs to be.
It's naturally slower.
Yeah, and so as the 12th does finally join the room, it will be interesting to see exactly how this war plays out strategically. But we will have to find out, as hopefully we go underway any minute now.
Yep, just waiting for the room to start. I believe Bryce is the host, since AC did have the advantage in how they finished in the D1 standing, so they get the host for this match. So yeah, just waiting for everything to start, and
Yep.
then we should be on our way. Don't know what's really holding up the room here.
I wouldn't be surprised if some people are having a toilet break. Because what? They might be in... They might have to play a good 2 hours of Mario Kart. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure what the delay is
Yeah,
here.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Although Bryce, I think who is the host, is on mute, so
Oh,
when I'm looking at the AC's area, so I'm not sure he's here.
Maybe it was Bryce who went to the loo then.
Also, I don't see Rookie in the call, which is kind of strange. Oh, Bryce is taking... Alright, so Bryce is currently in the bathroom.
Yeah,
so
I
this is
called
kinda
it.
sus. So, I guess we just gotta wait until he comes back.
Yeah. Was it, So we're watching Zebe right now. Did Zebe
Yes.
go Waluigi?
Yeah, Zeeb's, there's probably gonna be a lot of Waluigis.
Yeah, because I know quite a few of Arc, obviously T-Pools, Brandon, they like to go Waluigi a lot. Well, I mean, all of Arc, mainly, bar Ace, of course. But yeah, I can expect, or we can expect, a lot of Waluigis. You know, classic sweaty character.
Yeah, I know Monty and Brandon like to go Waluigi. Cora also.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Waluigis here. I know Nick is very anti-Waluigi.
Honestly, that's just gonna make our lives like 10 times harder knowing who is who in the minimap.
Don't worry, it's not as bad as casting a FFA final with 11 Waluigi Wigglers and then just a Luigi on me. So yeah, I don't know what exactly made the meta change to everyone going Waluigi Wiggler when it's the same stats as like Roy
Yeah,
and
I know.
DK. But that's just how it'd be sometimes. So,
I don't want people like using the excuse, oh, like he's skinnier, he has a smaller hitbox, because I'm pretty sure they are actually still the same.
I mean, yeah, it's literally just the exact same stats. The only like major hitbox difference would be Centerbike to Wiggler. But I know Cinda's also like 99% gonna use Roy. I think, and then Shiiguy, Ace T-Man, obviously that's not really a surprise. So, we continue to wait. I think they got 2 minutes to come back. So I guess we'll see what's up. But yeah, this is kind of...
We have now been waiting for so long that Zebe's Switch has now gone into like half sleep mode.
Yeah, but this is... I don't know, you really hate to see what's going on. First match delayed 30 minutes and then... you got a 10-minute wait, if not more, with 12 in the room. Is Rookie even in this room? Like, I can't recognize his name.
Unless he's like a me, which there don't really seem to be that many of them anyway. I'm not sure.
Because I don't think I've seen Rookie use that me before, the pink with the blonde hair. Like, I can recognize everyone else as
Jamie?
me. That might be... I think that is Jamie, because I see Jamie in the car right now.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Jamie use that me before.
I think what's going on is if Rookie isn't back in time, they'll just start at 10. And Jamie's probably going to get subbed out because he wasn't on the original lineup, if I had to take a guess.
Yo, what is this chat right now?
Yeah, I don't know. But I won't question it. So, 10 minutes almost coming up. We have like 30 more seconds or so, and then the room will be forced to start. So we definitely should be starting within the span of 2 minutes or so.
Then again, you say that, but didn't you just say the host of the room is the one that's AFK?
I don't know. Apparently Jamie was just joking. But I think what is going down is that Rookie's just not here and Jamie's just a stand-in in case he doesn't come back in time.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're still waiting on this gaming action.
Yeah, what if I told all of you folks here that this right here is actually the gameplay?
Yeah, this is the prime Mario Kart gameplay right here.
Dude, I don't know how to feel about Brandon just like looking right into my eyes. Brandon's me.
Alright, you're kind of sus, bro.
Oh,
Alright,
here we go.
Yep, here we go. So, D1 playoffs officially underway.
Right now, regarding spots, HD obviously have at least first. I wouldn't be surprised if they have top 2. Oh, are they going RMC even with first? Maybe
they're going to try and delay as much time as possible because until Ricky gets back.
Okay.
If I had to guess.
So if they do go RMC, then you can only really imagine that whilst HD do have first, they probably have quite a lot of bottom spots as well.
I mean, RMC is, I'd say, one of the more runnable backing tracks, like Desert and Cheese, good luck. But RMC, shock is definitely more rare on that track than I'd say the other two. So it's definitely possible to run.
Classic DAC,
yeah,
Animal
so
Crossing.
The classic DAC going on. And I mean, with specialty tracks, I'd say both of these teams kind of share a few. Especially, I think Ribbon Road's probably the prime example for the track that both of these teams pick that aren't really commonly played. But we do have DAC coming in for Arc, so we'll see how this goes down. Cinda kind of rocking a sus tag right now.
Yeah, hopefully he gets that changed.
So yeah,
the tag penalty is not what we want to see.
Let's go. I think HD might be top 3 because they're at least 1-3, and I think that Royce Cinda.
That does kind of beg the question why they would go RMC race 1, but not like it matters because we are going to DAC anyway. Steve's going to get a nice draft off of Bryce. He's going to go up to first place.
That's HD in top 2 right now, and I think Zebe's objective right now is just to get as
Whoa,
many coins. I think they both got hit by that
yeah,
red.
That red was pretty Oh.
Yeah, so Bryce just got killed, but Jobo is chilling first right now with Arc in 2-3, or just the supporting spots behind first. Although Zebe does have a Shroom in third, so he'll definitely get up here if he can avoid getting redded, but Jobo might get taken out here.
Nah, he's got double protection in first. That's a boomerang he does have in second, though. He's going to back it. Oh, of course, because it's his team.
Not sure if he got Brandon, but yeah. There might be item lag. I'm not sure why he wouldn't spam his item there. But it does get taken out there. Corazon with triple greens in 6th place, I believe. But that is still Jobo in first. He's the Morton standard bike. And then Ace in second.
Ace in second, yeah.
Shiiguy.
And if that is Arc in 3, which it is, Arc don't have all that bad spots right now. They have maybe even have 2, 3, 4, 5.
Triple reds are going to be devastating. It's all Arc in front of him. Although Ace does have protection, he might. No, he got Corazon with the trail there, but Reds definitely could have been more effective. But he only ends up getting 1 Arc.
Ricky with triple greens now. Zebe's just going to shroom past. Was that Bryce going to get taken out? Yeah, and Brandon does have a bomb.
Jobo's still in first though, so definitely going to be.
Brandon gets taken out. That's a treat. Zebe, what are you doing?
Yeah, this is kind of a mess right now. And Ace with the backstand, and the ties just turned for Zebe just like that.
I think that was HD.
Oh, this is HD bottom 2, but Jobo's still going to hold down the first.
Jamie was holding a blue, so that's going to be at least bottom 2. That is Arc with 9-10 though, I think.
So it's going to be a top 2 for AC, top 2, 6, 7, bottom 2.
Top 2, 6, 7, bottom 2 will be a winning race.
Yeah, that should be a winning race. But it's not the significant margin that it could be. So this is going to end up being a +4 for HD as they take a 43-39 lead.
Okay.
Score should be coming up soon.
Yeah. I am on it. Nope, not 390.
Alright, so Cloudtop coming in for HD, Dolphin Shoals coming in for Arc. Dolphin Shoals, obviously, one of the more standard drafting tracks, as they did get, I believe, 3 through 5. So it's definitely enough to get them into the top spots early, maybe get a stream as well to get that extra boost. But I believe, yeah, so
Dolphin
Arc
Shoals
in
it is.
2 out of 2 picks right now.
Track reliant team, SMH.
Yeah, so send it to get their tag fixed as we go into
HD getting a winning race on DAC against Arc though is pretty good for them because that's one of Arc's main comfort picks gone.
I would move your cursor, Squidz, by the way, since the overlay's on it.
Oh, yep, my bad.
Right, so triple greens for Zebe might be a bit unfortunate. Depends on where Arc is. If he spams them forward, might connect with Brennan, which he does.
Yeah. Bryce is getting taken out as well by Banana, it looks like.
So Jobo in second right now. Monfi chilling in first though. So 2-3 for HD with a bomb. He might
That's
be able
another
to cross
bomb.
and trigger, but that was Cinda, I think,
I think
'cause as he's telling me
so.
right in the room. So a bit of TK there. Throws the bomb forward, gets.
It's gonna hit
not sure
someone.
who
I don't know who it
Pablo.
was. It was Waluigi Scooty. It was Brandon.
It's Brandon, yeah. So
So we see two
I
Waluigis.
think he's gonna try and get a bill here, which he does, as there are two pretty big bill spots. There's one which happens like in between the little trick parts after the first set,
Okay.
and there's another one that happens on the EO. Both of them take you way longer than a bill naturally should. So see what happens. He spams the bill after getting hit by
There's a
Cora.
blue
But there's a
going
blue
for
coming in for
HD.
Jobo.
Yeah. He has a pretty decent lead, though. I'd like to say.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he
But
could
that is
tank
that
it.
is ace in second.
I
I
look-
think he hits himself.
Yeah, I think he hit himself with a banana to cancel the blue. Bryce's plant is getting a bit close. He's getting away though. He gets taken out by something. We see Ace just using a horn in 5th. Oh, he's not gonna get taken out.
I think he made it over the glider, but that green, almost went for Zebe there. And gonna try and use his plant to catch up with Brandon. Monty behind him as well, but
It's
I
gonna be
don't
top
think he can really have anything
2-4.
to take him out.
Top 2-4 for HD right now. Oh,
Might
these
be able to do some of
greens.
greens.
Oh,
But
Brandon
Brandon
has
also
greens
has
of his-
greens. He has
yeah.
to watch that to not hit himself though.
There's another blue going for Jobo. That can kind of cause trouble. If that is Arc billing
gonna
up,
stop
which
it.
it
Is there a
is,
shot
there
coming in?
may be a
Or
shot.
I guess not.
Who's that
But
with
that
triple
top four
res?
is broken. That's Rick.
Okay, there is a shock.
Yeah, so there's a shock. I think that had to be an AC shock as
Yeah.
Zebe slowed down at first.
I don't think anyone dodged unless someone dodged on a ghost.
But I believe that got their top 2 in a boxes, which should save their
Yeah,
race
is that
a bit.
Cinder getting taken out of second? Yes, it
I
is.
think that was, yeah. He almost got Rick there, but misses. But he does get ace on the last shortcut. But I think that still was a pretty good race for HD. Yeah,
Yeah.
1, 4, 5, 7, 9, 12.
It's going to be like
So-
a plus 10 maybe? That's my
Let's
guess.
find out. So it's going to be that's another +4 for HD. So it's
Oh,
like
only a
an 8-point
+4?
lead
Oh,
after
wow.
2. Yeah, so scores right now is 86 HD to Arc 78, but obviously I'd say one decent race could flip the momentum again. So not sure what HD is really gonna go with here with the 1, 4, 5, 7. I think Arc's gonna opt for another bagging track. Yeah, so Donut Plains going on for Arc, Tick-Tock for HD. And guess we'll find out what it picks. Donut Plains, I'd say it's pretty neutral for both teams here.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be Arc again, so they're 3 for 3 on the track picks right now. But HD still holding that 8-point lead.
The
After
rookie
2.
did actually DC. Oh, hang on.
No, Rookie joined.
Yeah.
So I think that's Jamie getting taken out. So
He
their
did his
lineup is
work.
now as advertised on the match before. So Cinder burns out, might just opt to bag because Donut Plains has a lot of off-road.
Yeah. All the boxes getting taken.
Yeah, Nick with the
From,
triple
Z.
metas. Might cause some damage to the arc in the front, but
You see
yeah,
Brandon
I
get
did
taken
see-
out?
Yeah, so Brandon got trailed, I believe, by Nick. Shroom in a red right now. Can't really use the red. Might just save the Shroom for the cut, or he may try and do the world record cut.
Yeah, we do see Jobo in first right now, and I believe that might be Cinder in second.
Yeah, actually, I don't know, because there are 2 Roys. So it stops to red Brandon. That was a pretty good play there. Wario in the back is HD as well.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, so a bit of a bagging battle going on. This fire could do some damage to Ace if he connects,
Nope.
which he missed.
Shiiguy, dude.
kind of
Short
a-
and nimble.
Yeah.
Triple
but
reds
I think
behind
Joe-
Monfy here.
Yeah, he might. That is Arc also in front of him in the next 2 spots, but that's
He's holding
Arc,
his star,
basically.
though. I'm starting to think they might have a shock in last, because they're not using any... they might be
Yeah.
like golden now, actually.
Connects with only one, since Monty was in a star. I don't think there's a shot going
No,
on.
I don't think there is. Everyone's in
But he
dodges.
does banana in the cut. Spams greens again.
Ace
does
is
get
going to
Ace
get
this
taken
time.
out. Another
Yeah,
star.
Joe's
That's a
been in
pretty
the
good
front,
call.
like basically every single race
Another
here.
blue. Is that going to connect
Did
with
you just-
third place, maybe? I
No,
think
but
it is.
that
It is.
goes
That's
for
going to... Oh,
Bryce.
no. They have shrooms. They're good.
So I think that's another top 2 for HD.
I have to see if that was Cinder in
But
second.
that is the last place.
No,
though.
that's Nick in second.
Top 2, 5, 7, 10, 12 for HD. So they're just continuing what they're doing right now and just keeping the top spots. And this is going to be a +8. So they double their leads now to 16, 131 AC to 115 arc after 3. So kind of a, like I'd say like kind of a basic war where there's like blue every race, 1 shock since it is in common. And AC's gonna opt to go Tick-Tock again. And Arc, who's gotten all the track picks so far, going with the cheap, but they haven't really capitalized on the track picks as they're still yet to win a race after 3.
HG gonna finally get the pick they want.
So 1 to 3 track picks wise.
Jobo on a very solid.
Oh, I guess yeah, Rookie DC'd again.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Jobo is on a very solid looking 45 out of 45 right now.
It looks like that rust is not not a factor. Came ready.
Right, so here we go into Tick-Tock Clock.
Wonder-
We'll have to see who gets bumped off at the start here, because obviously this mini little NISC is kind of infamous for people getting bumped off.
I think only the Wario got hit off there.
I think 1 or 2 people. Yeah, the Wario and possibly another Waluigi.
This is like a top 3 right now for HD. Maybe even, no, yeah, so only top 3.
5.
Rookie in 5th though.
Yeah.
And Ace is gonna have to do some magic to help get HD in the front early, as Shiiguy can't really do that much to speed-wise. So these guys can just break away if he doesn't have any items to hit him out.
Oh, he just trailed someone. Was that his teammate?
I think there was a Roy.
I think it was his
Yeah.
teammate. Oh wow, that's kind of
Oh, and
unfortunate.
Ace with the green, so breaks into 2nd place, but obviously Zebe's still in 3rd, can do some damage. Has no coins though, and doesn't opt to go wide for more. Cinder's right next to him though, so 134 for HD. Honestly, I think I would have, if I was Cinder, I would have went wide a bit just to be able to hit Ace, but Rick gets taken anyway.
We do see 2 Waluigi's in bottom 2, which you can kind of only really imagine that can be Arc, possibly going for shock. Oh, we see
there's
a
also
Wario back
Wario
there.
there.
Now, yeah.
Keeps gets the horn on Z, misses with the boomerang in response. And Jobo's still in 1st, which is literally what it's when all war. Ace still in 2nd.
Yeah, Ace is still kind of hot on his tail though.
Tries to trail Monfi.
If there's going to be a
fails. I
shock,
think
it's going to
Tease
be
might have fell
now,
off.
which it doesn't look like there will be.
Yeah, it's like all Arc in the low mid spots right now. Gets started by Brandon.
It's going to rev him for it though.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to pick up the double. Let's see what we can get. Triple streams and a golden. Not too bad.
Rookie goes into Boo. Has a plan. He's got to watch out for Zebe here as he's goldening up on the other side.
There's a shot.
And there's a shot coming in. I think that was an Arc shock as they try to get Monfi before the boxes.
I think Rookie
Jobo's
dodged though.
still
And a
gonna hold
build.
down this
That is a
first.
clutch pull.
Yeah, that was a... Cindy gets hit on the line though, but that was quite the pull for Zebe right there.
That was still at, I think, 135 for HD though.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1356.
Yeah, 1356. Ooh, 1356, 911 for HD.
Jobo getting the 60 as well.
So, track pick curse. Ruined, and they've won every race so far in this first GP, and after one GP, they're up by 26. So, Arsenal need to do something, because as it stands right now, HD is just kind of rolling. Although, one big race means that we're either tied, or we have a lead switch. So, it's definitely not out of hand so far. But nothing really crazy going on right now. But Jobo is kind of chilling the 16 in the playoffs.
Dude, he
so
is.
definitely performing right now. And for someone who really hasn't been playing actively, that kind of shows that rust isn't really a major factor. So Arc gonna opt for the bagging track in Excitebike, and HG with their top spots gonna go for a runner in Cloudtop. Although the shock is, I'd say, a factor on both these tracks as Excitebike is picked. But on Cloudtop, there's obviously 2 big shock spots where you can TS them off a glider.
Mm-hmm.
And Excitebike is just kind of a track with a lot of, well, I guess offer on the side. So if you have a golden or something like that, you can just catch up really quickly. Yeah, it's like that. We're gonna see a shock and play in this race. So see what happens.
We'll have to find out. As we go into DEA, he's going to get trailed by someone's triple bananas. I think that might have been Brandon's. It was
Yeah, I
Teeple's.
think
It was Teeple's
yeah.
with the triple
Maybe
bananas.
dark.
But-
well, you just
and
do this.
Yeah, and I mean, again, this is the DEA, so it doesn't really mean all that much. Quite a big bagging track. As we see, we did see a few people reversing at the boxes. I think that's Jobo in last now, because he's
Mhm.
the only Morton. So he's probably going to hold on. We might chain this actually. Or is he
Yeah,
going to
he's
take the
still gonna
cut?
chain this.
Okay.
Oh, misses the chain. But
Well, the
still
thing
gets
is,
an
if you
edge.
do use that shroom too early to get the chain, your shroom might not last the entire shortcut. So it's kind of it's kind of awkward. But we do have a star and a fire flower, kind of a weird combination of items. But if HD do happen to have the shock, which Zebe is not using a star, yeah. Zebe's not using a star, which may suggest a shock. He's going to use a star now. He's forced to.
If there is a shock, that might ruin his potential dodge.
Yeah.
Although one thing to note is that Excitebike is really like sparse on the coinage. So if you have 10 coins, that's really huge. Because the way the layout of the track is, you have to take pretty weird lines to get all the coins that you'd want to get.
We do see last place just coming out of a bill. So if they do have a shock, they will have it like, well, it'd be now, but I don't know, we'd have to see. We do see a few people in dodges. Oh, we do see the Wario in last, I think still going for it.
Yeah,
getting a bill.
Because they stopped at the set. I think this is a lot of arc in the front though.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, just all Waluigi's, and we can see Corazon and Ace in 4-5 at least.
HD does have these shrooms to maybe pull off some taking spots at the last corner as the least pass Ace, and he gets more shrooms. He should probably pass Ace here, but we'll see what happens. I think Ace finished just above him.
Yeah, that honestly might be a top
first
4.
winning race.
That may be a top 4.
I think that's Arc.
It is, yes.
Likely. Yeah, the top 4-7 for Arc, but last place is gonna negate some of the damage, but that should.
That is the race they definitely needed. It's basically back to even now. I think they're probably still a little bit behind, maybe like by 2 or 4 points, but it's basically even.
Yeah, it's pretty big. That last is definitely gonna help out HD in what that race could have been, but it's definitely still pretty big. And yeah, so plus 24 race for Arc, and that changes the score to a 2-point lead for HD at 206 to 204 after 5. So maybe this is the momentum switch that Arc needed to get back into it, and obviously the Joba Perfecto is ruined now. But I mean, 60 after 6, what more can you do really? As we see the Ribbon Road coming out for HD, definitely their specialty track, and NBC coming out for Arc to maybe get some shrooms and also just draft at the straightaway.
Yeah, he's gonna end up picking NBC, so Arc are gonna look to keep the top spots for as long as possible. See if they can run on the infamous city of Coopers.
So
here we go.
Boxes. Zebe does still manage to get a box when starting in 5th, I believe. So pretty lucky just backs the Nana though, and Arc's still gonna be up here, but Zebe has a chance to break into first if he can catch the draft here. Same with Cinda and Jobo, but I think Cinda hit a wall. Just kidding, NBC lag. But Arc's still holding down this top 2. He's 2 greens though, so if he can space, might be able to pull off something here.
He's gonna go for T-Balls, I think. Yep, T-Balls is gonna nimbly avoid, but I don't know. They're still bouncing around.
Bounces. Yep, there it is. And Rick just horned
that
two of his teammates, but he did also get 2 of Arc, so even trade.
Yeah,
that was
a kind of a weird horn usage.
I mean, it worked out because HC right now is bottom 4, so. Yeah, so Zebe's gonna stop and potentially go for it. I personally would have stopped.
Go for a shot, go for a bill, because obviously bills are pretty damn good in this track as well. At the S turn especially.
NBC's a pretty hard running track, as there's like virtually no off-road. If you mess up, you just kind of fall off. But Arc is getting taken out slowly as they're not bottom 2. Although he's gonna have to be careful with his golden here because of the S turn.
Yeah. Oh, T-Balls.
Okay.
T-Balls kind of just dipped. Did he actually? I think he did fall. No, he's just lagging.
No,
he's right there. Yeah.
He might have gone to Boo actually, because I haven't seen him on the mini map.
He's on Bill right now, I think. That's him in a Bill.
Yeah.
But yeah, a few dodge items for Zebe. If anyone's going to pull the shock, I think it is going to be Ace though.
Yeah.
Rookie holding a red. He can't really do much with it.
Yeah, it's all of his team. Cinda may have hit Rookie there actually.
Is Zebe going to use his? I was literally just about to say, is he going to try and take Cinder's shrooms, which he did in fact end up doing.
I think this is a smart play here because it's so cramped, and with the Boo you can't get bumped, so...
It's going to be kind of risky. Cinder being taken out.
Tries to hit Monfy.
Which he does
connect, so this is looking like a 3-4. Jobo with the star in 3rd.
Yeah, I was going to say... Well, I
think this still is a top 2 for Arc.
Possibly. Either a 1-3-4. Yeah, top 2
Yeah, so top 2 for Arc, so 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 11 for HD, and that will give Arc the lead at the halfway point.
So
So
despite the momentum HD had, Arc in 2 races have just brought it right back, and they're
the
now
spots are
in the
3, 4,
lead.
7, 8, and 11, correct? Or did I
I
mistake one? 'Cause
think so. I mean, I'm not 100%.
yeah, no, yeah,
on
yeah,
that,
no,
but
that's
yeah.
correct. That's correct.
Okay.
So yeah, with this, Arc will take a
8-point lead?
8-point
Yep.
lead at the halfway point. As the score is now 242 AC to 250 Arc, and ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a match. So, shock really hasn't been as big of a factor as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I think I've only
like I
seen
think
2.
the two shocks, and they didn't even change that much. I think the Tick-Tock one was definitely of more value, but HE still snuck out a few spots as they get the big blue pick. Obviously, Jobo has a really solid time. Not sure if it's world record, but it's at least top 5.
Big Blue is
So
a
definitely,
really weird track though, in the sense that because they're the boxes right behind the glider, and so you can pull like, but basically broken items in like 5th or 6th. There have been times where like, some people have been pulling shocks in, well, as I say, 5th and 6th, and that is a huge game changer.
yeah, because of the glider, there's just a massive gap between first, and since items in this game are based on your distance from first, the game reads it as you're super far behind from first, so you get boosted items around that box than you'd normally get in that position. So he's gonna attempt to shroom up, doesn't get hit, so he's gonna be in first, which we haven't really seen from him this whole war so far. I think that is Jobo in 3rd, and he'll get these last 4 coins on this little glider thing, but
Never
misses
mind.
it. Don't think I've seen that one before. But
I think
Rick's still in 2nd.
Oh, that back
Does
hit?
back him though,
I
so that'll
don't
give a top
think
3
he
for
did
HD.
hit. No, he didn't. Nope.
Oh, no, yeah, Mexican though. But
This is the infamous glider.
yeah, so Zebe's gonna get normal items because he's in first, obviously. So nothing's gonna change there. Rick, since he was really close to him, he'll just get normal items too. But he does have a chance to trail each other, and he does get the trail off on Rick. So I believe this will give HD a top 2 going into the last sets. Misses the double, so if Arc is in 2nd, this can be really dangerous.
Wow. He got I mean,
But
Rookie is in 2nd, but he managed to get a banana anyway.
yeah, didn't even spam his item either, so...
No blue shell as well, it looks like.
HC might be holding it if I had to
Oh, that's
guess,
actually very true.
So Rookie's still in 2nd. Might be a last-minute shroom coming in, but I believe this should be a top 2 for HD. Maybe even a top 2. That's a Wario on the mini-map.
Yeah, I think that is a top 3. You see 2 Warios and 2-3, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a top 3, and they should regain the lead with this top 3, 7, 10, 12.
Jobo getting 12th, you hate to see it.
Yeah, bit of the dew cooldown. So AC will regain the lead here by 4 points. And I don't have the actual score since Toadbot kind of sussed out.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, alright, well, I guess my Discord's just weird. But yeah, HD with a +4 after race 7, so getting to the ending moments of this war. And RWS, if they do get this pick, it'll be really huge, as RWS, obviously, one of the most dominant running tracks in the game.
Of course.
And Arc's gonna hope for the ED, which they do get. So that I'd say that's probably the biggest track pick of the war so far. Since the top 3 RWS, I'd say, is kind of a broken combo.
Yeah.
So yeah, ED gives a chance for Arc to get shroom up, and break into these hot spots early. And for HD, you just gotta hope, don't get hit, don't get drafted.
ED always has a pretty crazy start. With all the drafts happening after, well, around turn 2. So we'll have to see who manages to draft up to what. I think that's Bryce holding a red in 2nd. Unless that was him who just got taken out. Yeah, it was.
I think that was, so it's top 2 for HD still, but Rookie with the shroom, if he gets defense, that's going to be really, really huge. As he'll have a protection if he needs be, and still has the option to shroom up and cut. And Zebe just going to be holding down first for now, trying to get 10 coins as fast as he can. But that is Core Zone in 3rd, I believe. Might be 2nd because the track splits are kind of
He might have a shroom. Oh, he does.
Yeah,
but
so Rookie didn't get
Rookie.
hit, so he's going to break into 1st. So that's a 1-3 for HD. But Monty's right on his tail in 4th.
Oh.
Let's get the trail off.
See ya, Mumpy.
Alright, so Zebe getting blessed with the RNG with that triple.
Double
advantage
reds
right
in
there.
top 2. This is a...
It's kind of a sus moment.
Rookie's gonna. Yep, I was just about to say Rookie's gonna try and trail
I think
him.
Ace has a red in third, but obviously Double Nana's gonna be a bit of a savior there.
He does. Oh, never mind. That's on the green path. Oh, Zebe, what are you doing,
Oh,
bro?
whoa.
Come on, dude. This is D1. This is not. This is not the
That's
driving.
gonna be really, really huge for Arc because now it's just Rookie up there in first. So he does have a bit of a lead, but those shrooms can easily chip away at that. As we do see, I believe that was second place taking the cut. And this is a bottom 3 for HG right now.
Yeah, at least bottom 3. Bottom 4.
Bottom 4.
Bryce is holding a bill. Cinder's holding a blue. That is HD in first, yeah.
Honestly, I think you might... Actually, no, never mind. You would not want to throw the blue here. Yeah. But Mompy, Nick getting taken out too and hit Z with the plant.
Dude, literally,
so
Arc are all behind.
Arc
are all behind Rookie.
And they're gone. There's like a 5-second gap or so.
Yeah.
Might be able to take some shroom with this
I would
blue.
not be surprised if Rookie gets taken out here. If not, then everyone is gonna.
There's a shock. Arc is shocked.
Wow.
So Zebe dodges in 5th.
That was a.
They all stopped before the set. I'm not even sure if that was that good because like half of Arc just dodged. That's gonna give them a top 3. So that might have been an HD shock actually because they were so far behind.
Only assume.
But if that was an Arc shock, I can't understand.
Oh, that must have been HD.
Yeah, and they
that must have been HD.
Shock. Top 4 is 6-9. So they're gonna take a demanding lead now with that. So what we're looking at is a 36-point HD lead, and just like that, Arc, the season's on the line. 4 races left. Got to cut into a 40-point lead. Definitely doable, but might be a bit different. Definitely gonna be difficult to do.
Dude, that shock was like HD saving grace right there.
Yeah, because Arc was like 2 through 6 at that moment.
And it didn't look like they had it going into lap 3 as well. They were bottom 5.
There's something about that that makes me think that was an Arc shock because they all stopped before.
Yeah, I know. I saw that as well. They were. I think it was Ace and Brandon were.
And Teeps as well. Yeah. So yeah, and they get the RWS change. So Arc's got to pull off some magic here if they want to minimize this. At worst, you have to make this a tie race. Because if HG wins this race, it's looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that was an Arc shock, I really can't understand that because like 4 of them dodged. But if that was an Arc shock, well played. I think, yeah, and Rookie made it past the glider too. So basically best case scenario.
Alright, so going into RWS.
Jobo's still in second. Zebe just gonna try and get these coins as much as he can and just try and get a run going.
Is that a red? That's double defense in first. That's quite nice, especially with the tank on.
Yeah, nah, I think we're gonna be looking at a first place POV this race. But right now it's really just up to Jobo to keep that second, and if someone does pass him, hopefully he has a red to try and hit him. Although that was something he hit. I think that was Ace, if I'm not mistaken. But Monty isn't second here.
Dude, not gonna lie, that was a really clean lap one.
Yeah, that was kind of... that was like the definition of clean. Not sure who's in last. I think that might be Corazon since he does bag for Arc from time to time. Drops the Nana tight, doesn't connect. So he's throwing away double defense. Monty tries to connect the boomerang, doesn't work. But I'm not sure if I would have... Yeah, that's why I didn't really understand dropping the Nana. Because of that, but
playing a bit too aggressively
still
there.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, now Monty's first with I'd say like a 1-second lead. Backs doesn't connect. Now I think it still is 2, 3, 4 for HD. No, that's Rick in fourth, so might be able to pass Cinda. Cinda has a bomb.
Never mind.
Didn't hit anyone though. Goes wide a bit. I don't know why exactly.
That green's gonna start bouncing, dude. That green's gonna start bouncing.
I don't think it's gonna connect with anyone. Monty's just gonna try and hit Zebe in any way that he can.
Okay, there goes his
Corner gets stolen though.
Okay, if Mumphy pulls a bomb at this set,
yeah, it's
then you know, then Arc, if that is Arc still in third, then Arc could possibly get a top 2 here. It doesn't look like he does have a bomb though.
Mumphy's probably... Oh, but his rig is stolen. That takes away the potential option, so he's gonna pray for a shroom.
Can he get a shroom? No.
No, he gets what you'd love to see in first. Mumphy pulls the bomb. He barely avoids it. That doesn't connect with anyone. Zebe should still be holding down second, but that is a 1-3 for Arc, and if they can get pretty good spots, I think Arc. HC got hit in the back too, but AC does hold on, but that's still a 1-3, 6, and then 9, 10, 11. So then that still is actually an HD winning race.
I think it's quite even.
Oh, it's a tied race, so
Yeah.
3 races left, 36-point gap.
Yeah, Arc, you've got to. Arc have got to.
Oh wait,
start.
hold on.
Oh.
Actually, wait, no, that doesn't change anything because it's a tied race. I put in Arc spots, but it's tied, so it doesn't change anything.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, if you're Arc, you've really got to start picking up the pace here. Would you say there were 3 races left?
3 races left and a 36-point gap.
That's on average plus 12 per race, at least, because that will bring it up to a tie.
So score right now 387 to 351.
Right, I'll update that real quick.
So with 3 races left, HD's in a pretty favorable position. A solid race here could basically seal the deal for them. As Arc goes with SA, MKS for HD, and they do get the MKS pick. You don't really see this too often. So Jobo's insanely strong. GP1 still holds him as the MVP going to race 10 here. And I think this is probably going to be the race that determines the war.
I think
like
so
Loki.
too.
So HD gets a good race. Like it's basically you're gonna need like top 5s and top 6s from Arc to like barely win, but good race from Arc here could basically just make it a 50. A coin toss, I'd say. So Monty still holding on to first, doesn't connect with the snipe there, so it's a top 3 early on for Arc, but Ace does get hit.
Does he? I think it might have been lag actually. Yeah, I think it's lag. He's still up there.
Yeah.
He's in second right now.
He does take out Brandon, but that is a 4, 5, 6, 7 for HD.
Yeah, it looks like Ace is challenging T-Balls for first place, I think, right now.
Well, I mean, so I'm not sure. I think that is a bagging battle in last right now, as that's definitely one of HD at least. I don't know why Cinda chose to drag there. It does snipe Rick though. That was pretty clean. I'm not even gonna lie, but so think that it still is Teeps in first with a bit of a lead right now. I don't know what Zebe is doing there. Not sure if there is a shock in play. No clues from the
we do see
themselves.
yeah, we do see a few dodges coming out now, so I would expect not, but I don't know.
I think it's all HD behind that Arc in first right now. Since Ace is back there, I think Rick is back there too.
That's yeah, that's definitely an
Although
Arc
this
member
pack is still really, really close besides first. But as a result, this means...
Oh no, Rick's in third.
This actually, yeah, this right now is looking really good for Arc, but that star in 5th could cause some damage. And if Jobo gets taken out, this is going to look really good for Arc, but if Zebe stars here, he
Rick's going to get taken out. T-Balls does a fire. He's going to see if he can do some work, and he is
does
gonna...
get Jobo.
Is he going to hit?
Ooh,
no,
he's
still going. He's still going.
He throws a red, and Zebe's going to seek in a second, but this is like all HD behind Monty here.
Yeah, it looked like last place was holding a blue. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's basically that might be it for Arc's D1 Dreams. That was a 2 through 5, I believe. I didn't catch the last few spots. If you get that,
I think it was 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 something else. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. I think, but I'm not 100%.
Yeah, no, I know. It's just the last spot that I don't have.
I think it might be 10 because I'm pretty sure Arc got bottom 2. But like
yeah. So yeah, I think it is a 10th. And with that, HD now takes a 50-point lead with 2 races left. So to stay mathematically in it, Arc has to win this race by at least 10 if they want to tie.
Yeah, and even then they have to get a top 6.
Yeah.
4,
And then if they want to still have a chance to win, then they need to win this race by 12. But just like, I mean, HD can have some pretty mediocre races and still take it now with their 50-point lead. Yeah, Monty doing all he could there, held on first for the whole race, so commends to him. But with that much of a lead, you're going to get boosted items in the spots right behind first, and that's exactly what HD took their advantage of as we go on to Moo Moo Meadows for the last 2 races.
Again, this is another pretty strong track for HD. I know they do enjoy this track, especially Jamie. But yeah, we'll have to see if HD can finish this war off on the track they have come to know and love.
Looks like a top 3 right now, maybe even a top 4, although Monty is up here as well, but that still is Jobo in 3rd, so it's a top 3 for Arc at the current moment. And Nick right now just kind of cruising. A bit of a lag there.
We
But
do see Brandon in
Jobo
fourth.
and Z both have shrooms in case of a blue, so should have time. Yeah, so Nick's
Yeah.
gonna go up first to make sure that person who can dodge the blue is in first to just make life easier for
We
everyone.
do see a
and we do
Waluigi
see,
bagging
yeah,
in last.
that's definitely Arc.
Yeah.
Although since there is only oh no,
I think
they
he
probably
went into a
used the
ghost,
blue.
yeah.
Yeah. But there's
Oh,
Moo Moo, so there's
Jesus.
but there's 2 sets. Brandon sneaking the second here, but since there's 2 sets getting a shock, probably
Brandon's gonna
I'd
get
say this is
taken
one of the
out.
hardest shots to get shocked.
Ace still is
the
in
game.
second. Nope, never mind. Oh no, yeah.
He's coming in for Z. Does have a dodge, but that is Arc in second. So if he
People are
does have a
passing the
red, he can
boxes. There
probably do
might be a
something.
ghost now. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, but Zeeb's kind of gone. Oh, Blue's
Blue
forward,
was
so
destroyed.
basically guaranteed Zeeb in first.
I think
And
this
that's-
might be it. To be honest.
Yeah, this could very well be it, and that guarantees last for Arc
Yeah.
as Zeeb holds down.
Oh,
the
a
fort, but
shot!
there's
Hang on.
That was an HD shock. That had to be an HD shock.
We do see quite a lot of HD dodging, yeah.
Yeah, and this should do it. with
HD
that
getting top
two.
2 at least. Top 2 5, I think. So that should be it. Top 2 5,
Yeah.
7, 10, 11. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, so that'll do it, and HD will move on to the semifinals against the reigning champions, Divine Phoenix, as they win that race by the amount that Arc actually needed to win to stay in it.
Yeah, 10
So
points.
after 11, HD up by 60, and we will be casting the HD versus DVP match right after this one, as the room should go up at 30. So congrats to HD for advancing, and Arc, very good season, but ends here. And just a bit of backstory, HD actually missed the playoffs via tiebreaker last season, so they were definitely looking out for vengeance this season. And definitely had a very strong season. I think there was a streak where they just kept winning and winning and winning, which got them into the playoffs as the number two team in Conference A as we move on to CC here for the final race of this quarterfinal.
You've still got to give it to Arc though. Whilst HD were slowly but surely at the start of this war building up a lead, it didn't. Well, Arc, safe to say, Arc didn't let it get it to them, and they managed to take the lead back. I think they managed to make up like 50 points in 2 races, and so at that point, that was at the halfway mark, and it was like really close. I think Arc actually had
from 4 through 6.
Yeah, I think Arc actually had like the lead after like what, race 7 maybe. But yeah, it's just the second half of this war where things just did not go Arc's way. I think HD did start to pull a few more shocks. For example, we did see on ED. That shock really did save HD, if I do say so. As we just saw on Moo Moo, that shock was, assuming that was an HD shock, obviously that definitely helped them a lot as well.
Yeah, so HD gonna move. Well, this is their first playoff so far in the new format, and advancing to the semifinals here against DVP. Definitely gonna be an interesting match, as the one time they played since DVP and DVP and HD were in different conferences, they actually tied. So
yeah,
definitely gonna be an
actually quite
interesting match. Yeah. So we're definitely in for a treat coming up soon. But as it stands, I think that is either Ace or Jobo in first. Ace just took it over.
I think just about, yeah.
Yeah, but I think this is actually Arc in most of the top spots, as Zebe takes the box away from Brandon there. Sin does have this horn in 5th. Although Jobo did get taken out, they're going to have to watch out to not bump each other off.
Wow,
and I think they all made it.
how Z did not get bumped off there, I don't know.
I think this is the top 3 for Arc right now. Yeah.
That most certainly is. With, I think, a 4, 5... never mind. T-Pulse is in 5th now. That's a
So
top...
Arc...
6, sorry. A top 3, 6.
Yeah, but...
For Arc.
Yeah, but that horn might just ruin Teeps' career here. Blue
there is
coming
a Blue
in.
going for Ace. He's going to drop for Ricky.
That was...
I mean,
confusing.
yeah, a lot just happened at once.
Yeah, but does get the blue dodge off. But yeah, this is looking pretty good for Arc right now.
Oh, no,
That
this
fire
fire is
that
going to
makes
end. Never mind.
Zebe gets barely hit off,
Dude,
so that'll
never
basically
mind.
just solidify his last place. And that's a bottom 3 for HD, so
Bottom 4, maybe, I think.
Arc does get pretty good race at the end, but not enough. Yeah, top 3, 5, 7 for
9.
Arc.
Top 579 for Arc. Wow. That was a pretty huge last race. That's probably like a plus 26
Like
or
a
something.
plus 20 or so, yeah. So after 12, your final score is 508 arc to 470. I mean 508 HD to 476 arc, 32-point differential. Arc season is over. HD moves on to play DVP in 10 minutes, which we will cast. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be back very soon. Hope to see you all here.
Of course. See you guys soon.